guys! Welcome to part one of my series, How to Write a Character Who is Blind or Visually Impaired. And I know that there are a ton of resources out there and, about the stereotypes that the media has portrayed over the years. But I want to talk specifically about books, especially fantasy. And so this video is going to cover all of the things that I have noticed, that I personally have noticed in books that have characters who are blind. And I say blind, and I'm not saying visually impaired, because this is point number one. Most, if not all, authors write characters and write them totally blind. I've only read one book, where there was a character that had some sight and the author herself was visually impaired. That is the only book that I have read, and sadly I can't find it anymore. It was called Blind Spot. It was really good, but I don't think it's in print anymore. I can't find it anywhere. But it was really, really good. And but the rest of the books that I have read, every character that I've read, the author portrays them as seeing nothing. And that, for the majority of the blind community, is not true. Only 10% of the blind community see nothing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't just see darkness. And that is what a lot of authors tend to go with, is characters that see nothing. And I just want to say that blindness is a spectrum. For me, I have zero vision in my right eye because I have a detached retina and I don't have a lens. So I don't see anything. I don't even have any light perception in this eye. But in my left, my vision is 20/200. That means for a person that sees 20/20, something that is 20 feet away from them looks like it's 200 feet away from me. Sorry, you guys, I just got a notification. But anyway, so that is how I see. And so I just want, authors, if you're going to have a character who is visually impaired or blind, you don't have to have them see nothing. For my book, Victoria, sees 20, probably 300 or something. So she sees a little worse than I do. And because I am basing it off the vision that I had when I had a cataract and when I had all of the complications from the cataract. And so when I had that level of vision, I could see a good amount, but the world just had a hazy look to it, and I couldn't see faces, I couldn't see, I could barely see my food. And, so, I had to go, okay, I have to describe things, how I saw them, during that time. And so that, that is what I did.
3:30 p.m. One notification.
And so, authors, I encourage you to, branch out a little bit and, and if you give your character some usable vision, they don't always have to be totally blind. So that is my video for today. Part 2 is coming later this week. And it will focus on mainly fantasy, because I know I talked generally just now, but part 2 will focus mainly on fantasy. So stay tuned for that. Have a great day.